Oh, gonna be like,
Okay, so you have to introduce yourself, your name, and your
Carlos,
age.
Carlos Mendez is 75 years old. In November, I'm gonna be 76. 76, 4 more years sounds strong. 75. And 4 more years, I'm gonna be 80.
Yeah, and then in 14 years, you're
Then,
90.
yeah, it sounds kind of strong.
I didn't get that. Could you try?
Okay.
Okay, so what year did you come to the United States?
1973.
1973.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, can you tell me about your life before you came? So your life in Mexico, and what part of Mexico were you from?
Well, my life in Mexico, I was a salesman. So I get a proposal for a businessman to go and sell electronics, radios, and everything in La Paz, Cabo San Lucas, South. And I went over there. But then the company, the people that I work in that time, they introduce, things that are not completely legal. But they say, no, it's okay, this guy or this guy, they do it, they take, last stop to La Paz, and no problem. I say, well, we go. And then I was working real good and no problem. But then they stopped me once, the federales, because I had a lot of electronics. I said, yeah, where'd you get it? My boss, from United States, in San Diego and LA, get everything. I got a receipt right here. Nothing is sold. Yeah, but I don't know if it's legal. Okay. So they check everything I got, and they told me that a couple of radios, a couple of pieces electronic, don't supposed to cross, need to pay whatever. I said, I don't know. They're my bosses who control that. But they arrest me, for 3 or 4 days. And they say, oh my God, what am I gonna do now? Because I worked for almost 2 years and no problem. This is hard, because I had to go from Tijuana to La Paz. And the road was 90% was dirt, no paving or nothing. So it was kind of hard sometimes when it's cold, or we had to stop at some ranch or wherever and stay there. It wasn't easy. But anyway, I was doing okay. I had a couple, 2, 3 customers, real good customers. And then, when that happened, they go and close the one store that my boss had in Tecate. That's why we get the merchandise and go to La Paz. And then, lots of merchandise is okay, but the other one that is not okay, they told me they want to know where I get it. I say, well, I don't tell them the name of my boss. I just tell them the store where I get it, and the cut and everything. Okay. So I had to come back, to Tijuana and see what I'm gonna do because, in that area, the business gone. And then when I come, I say, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And then my brother-in-law was married with my older sister. And he told me, well, you want to come to the United States? I can put you working right away. I said, well, I never think to go over there. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, but if you cannot do nothing with business right now, come over here and I give you the opportunity to be working with the union and everything and gonna be okay. But I don't work, there's construction, there's a sprinkler company, irrigation company. I never worked in construction. I was a salesman. My hands, even I got my nails fixed and everything because, I deal with people, store and everything. So when I come here, I say, oh my God, now this is different. I had to work physical. I don't have to use my salesman technique, nothing. Well, I started working. And then the first week was real hard for me because I never work at, that kind of construction work, it's different. But I say, I don't want to give up, never. You know, I can do nothing in Tijuana, so I gonna do something right here. And I don't gonna give up. So I work with the company. And a year, they give me the position, the pipe feeder. By the union, it's hard to get the position. But the company recommend me because they say he's ready. He's ready to be a pipe feeder. The pipe feeders, you know, get more money by the union. If I stay in the union for another 1 more year, I become a journeyman. They give me the name of foreman. The company don't have to my boss. They don't have to give me the name. The union qualify me, you know, to be pipe feeder. And the next step was foreman. But one time, you know, the company say that they want me to be a foreman, and then they send a guy from the union. I remember the last name, Samarripa. And says, okay, so you are Carlos Mendez, yeah, your company recommend me to come and interview you because they figure that you're ready to be a foreman. I say, but he tell my brother-in-law, but it's hard for me. Not because he don't know, because he don't speak English. If I put him as a foreman right now, he need to go to the union school to be prepared, you know, to guide people and everything. And he's not, he don't gonna understand in the school, so you gonna have to wait maybe 1 more year and he can learn a little more Spanish and then we can go. So I get kind of sad. I say, I work real hard, you know, to get this position. And now they told me no. Okay, I keep working for some day. And then another company need people and they don't have no union. So I went for them. And I stayed for them working for almost 6-7 years. Big company, no union. They give me the position to be a foreman. Because, you know, I was a public here for 5-7 years, and they said, I'm ready to be a foreman. And then I had little problem, because a Mexican, they speak the English more or less, and now they give me a lot of people to direct as a foreman. You're the boss, my boss told me, you're the boss. If somebody don't want to listen to you for any reason, let me know and we let them go. Kind of strong. And I realized later why he told me that. Because lots of people don't want to receive orders for a Mexican. It was kind of hard. I never thought they go that way. Mm-hmm. Especially, you know, American people, white people, they don't want to receive orders from me. And my boss told me, well, you know what you're doing. Even if you don't speak good English, you know exactly what you need to do. So they need to work with you and not send, if they don't want to work with you, send it to the office. And he tell them, you don't want to work for Carlos, you're going to be fired. Go someplace else or work with Carlos. That's the chance that you got. So it was a little hard because I had to deal with the people that my boss put pressure on it, you know, they're going to be fired and they don't work with me. Well, maybe about a couple of years to be real set with the company, and then I become a project supervisor after that. Project supervisor means that I'm gonna check the other 2 or 3 jobs with another foreman. And then they send me to take OSHA training, you know, for safety and everything. So I went to a couple seminars, classes, you know, for safety in every area in the job with machines. And then trench and excavation, safety, to put people real deep and be sure that everything is okay. So I get real strict in that point. I don't let nobody to go in the deep trench if I don't check everything. Lots of people don't like me because I go stuff, I say, no, that trench is not right. You need to put one more short in to call it, and one right there, one. People don't like it. I tell the operator, say the trench that you're digging is not safe at all. You need to backfill it, compact it, and do it again. Oh, people get me. But I just follow the rules, you know, the law, rules by OSHA. about my company. They don't understand that they sometimes they think that is my idea, but it wasn't my idea. Then the company, a couple guys got problem with me, and I quit. I quit for another company, bigger company, wanna talk to me and see if I can go and work for them. There's a company who do the pay, road. They're going to Irvine, to going to lots of places. And then I work for the company. They told me, you wanna work? We got a lot of job, a lot of work, maybe for 9 years, and we need you. And another inspector told me, well, Carlos, inspector that I know in Irvine, he told me, Carlos, well, they got a good offer, but maybe they don't gonna get the other 50% of the job, so gonna be less time. So maybe you're gonna be working 3-4 years, and if they don't get the other jobs, you're gonna be gone. So think about it. So I say, no, I don't wanna get the chance to they stop me or whatever. And then I go and work for another company. That was real good company. One of the best companies I know. Boba Contracting. He's out of business now, he retired. But that's a real good company. And I start working right there. First, a foreman for 8-9 months. And then I become a supervisor for safety and everything. I go to the job and say safety and everything. Yes, inspecting. And then they give me the positions of project supervisor. Then the company sent me to check the other jobs and be fighting with the people that don't like me. Because I get there, I say it's not safe. No, but I a lot of years digging and everything. Well, a lot of years, but you're not digging right. That trench is no good. You have to back the people hate me. They don't like that I make them do their job again. But that's my position. My boss told me, if somebody don't want to listen, they do it wrong, send it to the office and I'm going to give you the last check. We fire him. You got the word to fire anyone. I said, well, I wasn't that hard. I don't treat people bad. I never be yelling to them. And then I stay with the company long time. Get to the point that I don't have to be in the job site directing people to lay pipe. No, yes, checking jobs. Yes, I go in a step like in Irvine. I go to the high point and watching all the people who's working, what they doing. And at the end of the day, I made my list and I talk to the people that I see they're not doing right. And I tell them, well, this week I'm gonna keep you like in a test. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be working all week. If you do what we need, that's okay. If not, you need to go. So lots of people don't like me. Lots of people say, oh, you're doing okay. Anyway, I work for almost 25, 30 years doing that. And my position was real good. The inspector for different counties like Irvine or staff inspectors, they become my friend. They trust me a lot and everything. Even they request when the company gonna start a job, the city inspectors Irvine request for me to run the job. They want me to be there because they feel good for me. And safety, they know that I don't want to be cheating. There are a lot of techniques, to cheat inspectors in construction. And I know almost all of them, but I don't do that. I was straight with inspectors. Those, they like it. They give me recommendation for everything. Sometimes they told me, Carlos, this company is going, and you're gonna be okay right there. They're gonna pay you more. You're gonna go. No, at that level, the inspectors, recommend me. So I worked with her for all those years.
So, okay, we gotta go backwards. So can you tell me about how you came to the United States? You came legally or illegally, and how you got here?
I don't know if I came legally. The only thing that I remember, when I crossed the border patrol was running after me.
Yeah.
I don't know why. No, I don't have no papers.
Yeah.
You know, but my brother-in-law told me, do whatever you can because you got job over there already. You know, Valley Crest is a good company, one of the biggest one. And as soon you get there, you're gonna be working with me, and you're gonna get good pay and everything. So, I I need to find, ID or something to cross the border, and then to ask for a permit to come here. And I say, I don't got no. And everybody was kind of joking right there in the Revolution Street, with lot of places done. You know, one guy in the door, like calling people to go in, give information. And they told me this is my twin because he said, he looks like you a lot. And I go always laughing to him and never talk to him. I say, well, I don't know if this guy got an ID that he crossed to United States. And I go and talk to him. They say, I tell them this kind of weird and rare what I'm gonna ask you. But everybody told me that you and I looks a lot. Yeah, he told me, I can see that. I see it before when you drive. Yeah, that's true. Well, my problem is I need to go to the United States because I got a good job over there. But I need the permit. And I want to know, I pay you or whatever, if you can get the permit for me. You go and get it. Because as your passport, as your document, they're gonna give it to you. And he went twice to ask him and they don't wanna give the permit to him. I said, oh, how are you gonna come? And he told me, well, here is my passport. You can go and try. I don't know, they don't.
With
they
his
don't,
passport.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then I go and try and I pass.
Wow.
I get the permission and everything. Boom. They don't want to give it to the owner of the passport. I get letting me go through. So I start working, with Valley Crest and everything.
And then at that point, where was like Abuelita and my dad? Because my dad was the
Oh
only one,
no,
right?
your dad wasn't until still when I come here. Then they come and visit and everything, and then I start looking for an apartment or place to live, and then I bring it, Abuelita, and your daddy, Tia Carla, Tio Marco, they come and start going to school and everything. And I don't start working, never, and it's kind of weird, because that's how people is fighting to get jobs. And the superintendent of the company, sometimes in that time I don't talk about it because, people don't supposed to know because the superintendent gonna get in problem because he told me, Carlos, I need you to do me a favor. Yes, so what you need? I need you to bring me 5 more Mexicans. 5 more Mexicans. From where? From Mexico. I wanna put it to working because all the company, is supported by Mexican, by leyes, operators, and everything. You guys are real good workers, so bring me 5 more, and maybe I can help you with a little raise or something. I say, oh my God, and I told my brother, you know what the superintendent told me? He told me the same thing, but I don't gonna get in problem. Bring people because they need a place to live or whatever. They got the job. They're gonna give him good job with good pay. But I don't know. And then a couple guys went. Guys I know they come to the United States, they start working, and they stay in the company for a long time. And because the superintendent see it that way, so they help me a lot, and because they give me big support. And then, I bring my kids to the United States. They go to school, and they stay here. They like it. They grow up here. And, your daddy went to DeVry, one school that he wanted to study like engineering or design. And he studied, construction plans, read plans and everything. So he become real good and read plans and instruction and specification and everything. He become real good. And then when he get to 18 years old, he become a foreman with me. Because my boss put a test. I said, he can do it. He said, okay. He given a job, you know. And he's doing, my boss told me, your son is doing real good. 18 years old. And he was running already a crew. And Tio Marco come later. Tio Marco like machines. He want to be an operator. Oh man, what a kind of hard. Because was working with me as a labor. But I was working and then where is Marco? As soon as he get a chance, he get in the machine and start running the loader and everything. I say, hey, come down because my boss see you. Maybe he gonna say, why he moving equipment? Each piece of the equipment is like $300,000, the excavator, the loader. So you be careful, to put your son in the machine because it's a lot of money in a machine. I give you 3 machines. One is 175,000. The other one is 175. And you see how much money I put in your hands? Yeah, I know. It's a big responsibility. So no, you guide your son. If he can do it, well, I'm going to help him. And Marco told me, Tio Marco, tell him that after 3:30, I can work free for him. Like 2 hours, backfill with the machine and everything, and no charge. I don't want to. I want to learn, and I want the boss to be happy. So the boss, yeah, okay, tell him to go ahead. And the boss go and see him, when everybody take out here going watching how we move machine and everything. And then in a couple of months he told me, Carlos, I'm gonna give a chance to your son because looks that he's gonna be real good at machines. I see him, it's a good potential. So I'm gonna give him a chance to work with pay and everything. And then he started working with me. And then, not because he's my son, but he became one of the best operators that work with me and all the time the I got people. But I never tell that to nobody because I say, oh, that's his son. That's why he said that. But in the critical jobs, gets real deep. Tio Marco is real good. Get to the point the company, when Marco worked with me, they got a real critical job or something. They call me, Carlos, we need Marco in this job. It's critical and we want to get it from the job and give it to Jimmy or wherever because they need it. So they get Marco lots of time from my crew to go and do something else because the operators cannot do. So, made me feel good. I said, well, I start working hard, become a foreman, then a project supervisor. And then my sons, I get into the top, My son Martin is a foreman already, 18 years old. And Marco is going to be a real good operator. I said, well, I'm doing right. We're doing right. So I feel happy for that because, my family is the most important thing for me. So, they stay for me, they work for me, they work with me, they follow what I say, and they become a good workers, real good workers. And the company, when they work for me, I don't tell the other people what I see. When your daddy start working for me, one of the other guys, labels told me, hey, watch your son because he don't stop in the jackhammer and he got blisters. Talk to him, say that they don't have to be that way. I mean, we understand that he's new. And I go, hey, Nini, come on, let me see your hands. No, my hands are okay. No, I'm not okay. And then I take a look, was 17 blisters in the hand, and he don't want to stop. They say, no, I don't want the people think that you give me a chance and I do whatever you. No distinction. No, I don't want the figure that you're doing something special for me. I say, oh man, it's a good task. Even the he's so young, he's thinking right. And stay working, and then become a foreman and everything. And then I was real happy. And then he worked first in my crew for a year before he became a foreman. And then Daddy is real smart, not because he's my son, but he's real smart because one time my boss has me for Martinez. Say, your son, I need you to go and help me. The pipe lady is gonna be laying pipe, and he's gonna give in the pipe to them. Okay. And then when he get to the job site, he say, well, all the pipe gonna be right here, the connection for this, boop, 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 and 4 inches. And then he was thinking, and he threw the pipe first, the edge of the trench, and then the fittings that he gonna cut. When the guys get there, he already got, trench ready for 100 feet, yeah, the pipe ready to dig in. And my boss told me, hey, your son is real smart. I'm gonna give him two more dollars in there. I'm gonna give him a raise, $2. Because he's thinking, it's different. I don't have to tell him how to do it fast. So all those things, make me feel good, make me think that I was doing right after I come to the United States, because people help us, people care for me and for my son, because they like the way we work. And then I keep going, mija, for almost 40 years working in construction. Yeah, lots of years. I drove every day almost 200 miles every day, because I go to San Clemente, I go to lots of jobs. I come home sometimes 8:39 p.m. and I was driving almost 200 miles from my house, go to the office, get organization, get the plans, and get the people, and then go to the job site. And after the job site, I deal with traffic, like sometimes an hour and a half, 2 hours, and the 91 freeway. It's slow. I come home late. But this was my life. We driving 200 miles a day and get home late, dark. I say, well, that's what I need to do. That's what I do. That's what I learned. I had to do it. And when it was raining, they called me, hey, Carlos, maybe we got a problem just side. I'm gonna send you a company to put sandbags that way. And I had to go and guide them, raining and everything. I said, well, it's okay. They send me right here because they trust me. So I do it the best I can, And then, get the time that I retire. And when I retire, I get depressed. I never thought that was gonna happen, because the one of the businessmen for the union, he told us, hey, when you're gonna retire, you need to go for the training for the retired syndrome. I said, what are you talking about? I said, when you retire, you go home, gonna be tough, gonna be hard. You don't wanna stay home. It's critical. You need to get attention that you don't pay and everything for the therapy or whatever. I say, you crazy, man, you crazy. Gavino was the business. Are you crazy, Gavino? Working on all those years and then go home and don't do nothing, and you tell me there's gonna be no way. You say, you're gonna remember what I told you. And yes, when I retired, he told me, well, I'm gonna close the company. I don't wanna work no more, Carlos. So if I can help you to put you in another company, I can help you. I said, no, I don't wanna do that. I feel bad when they told me that. Mm-hmm. I get sad and I come home and I say, well, I don't wanna be working tomorrow no more. And I feel bad because in that company I do the most critical jobs. The most critical deep jobs, 20 feet deep, even 30 feet deep, like a 3 floors, they give it to me. And I say, well, all this experience, all the jobs, all the dealing with inspectors gone. I don't wanna do it no more. And then I start feeling like I'm no good no more. I said, that's it, I'm no good no more. And then I start thinking and trying to get that on my mind. But eventually I start coming Rio said, and went into a real deep depression. How I noticed, how everybody noticed, but because I talking with my family, my sons or whatever, and I talk about the company, the jobs that I don't wanna do no more, I start crying. And Tio Marco told me, "What? You're gonna be crying, huh? What?" I said, "It's not me. It's not me. It's a situation, emotional situation. It's not me. I don't cry for I do jobs or nothing. But this is tough for me. Take me a while. I went to get a psychiatric attention, for a year and a half until I get better. Was kind of hard, a special situation that I never thought they gonna happen with me. But I get well, and then I'm okay now, right here with my family, and see my beautiful granddaughter too. So that's my life. Yes, my family, working, deal with people, inspectors. Yeah, that's what my life.
Let's see, I have another question. So, when you came here, how do you feel about like the way that you were accepted socially as an immigrant? And outside of like work, did you make connections outside of working, or were you just with your family? What kind of people were you around?
That's a good question, because it was kind of hard for me to get used to of discrimination.
Mm-hmm.
I see it, I say, well, that's how they think, but I come to do my thing for my family. I don't care what they say. And in one company, the last company that I worked, a couple of Pereiros don't want to work with me. They told the other foreman, no, we don't want to work for Carlos. We don't want to receive orders from a Mexican. They can say Mike, they can say Jim to run the job, and we can help. But we don't want to receive orders from Carlos. And somebody told me, and one of Pereira right there is kind of white and everything, but he's a Latin guy, Jose Blades. And I say, hey, that last name is familiar, huh? There is a good musician, in Latin America, and Ruben Blades, about him. He said, he's my uncle. He's your uncle, yeah. We talk a lot. And one time he told me, you know what, dijo, all those Pereiros and everything, they think that I'm a white person, that I'm American, and they told me a lot of things that they don't like for you, and it's only discrimination. They say there's a lot of American guys that they can do the job, they don't understand why they put you here. Okay, I say, thank you, Jose. And the next Monday, when I had a meeting, general meeting for safety and everything, I put every time, in a circle right there in the construction yard. And so I heard the lots of people don't want to work with me. All what I can tell you, it's gonna be hard, but they're thinking, I don't give a shit. I don't care. Because in those years that I've been working, I prepare for that mentality. And that mentality don't move me. Because, I listen to the people that I work with, my boss. My boss is the authority. When he told me something, I do it the best I can, and they happy. They happy. So you can do whatever you want. If you think that my job is for one of you guys, no problem. I can step in the side, you go and talk to my boss and the superintendent and tell them that you want my position. I guarantee you guys that you're never gonna get it. You guys not ready to a position like mine. And I'm not a conceited. I just tell you how I feel, and what you think don't affect me. If you don't want to work with me, I can tell the company and I can fire you right away. Doesn't matter if you don't like me as a Mexican. I got the power to let everybody go home. I says, or we try or we work together, I don't gonna lose nothing. I just gonna take care of business. I go and talk to my boss and I tell them what happened, and he gonna tell me to fire the people that they don't wanna work for me. And you know what? I don't wanna do it because you got family. I see things different way than you see. I'm not in the side that be fighting with the stupid ideas. No. No. The other day, Johnny, one of the operators told me I let one of my workers get the excavator when he was in a weekend when he was working. One of my guys moved the excavator real good, and the excavator was for little Johnny, the operator. Next Monday he told Carlos, what happened with my machine? I said, what happened? What do you mean? Somebody used my machine. Somebody's digging with my machine. Who and why? I say, I'm going to discuss with you who and why. All what I'm going to tell you, that as a foreman supervisor, I can put whatever I need in any machine. They just give you the machine, for you to take care of the machine, but you don't own the machine. And I can put anybody in any machine, and I don't got no problem. Yeah, but what's gonna happen with us? And we're gonna end with no job. I say, if you are a good operator, you don't have to worry. Why you worry the Mexican gonna take care of your job? Oh, but there's a lot of companies, the main operators are Mexican. Okay, think about it. Think about it, why those people, those bosses, those businessmen, keep them. You just think about it. Think about it. People keep them because they know what they're doing. And I know what you mean. In the company that I used to work, we had 7 operators, Mexicans, and 3 Americans. I know, I understand. But my boss in that time don't want to let go the Mexican. They go and ask for a raise because everybody's, and they get a raise. That's how things work. I don't know why you think that the mentality that we come and get your job. No, we come and work hard and we get the job because we get it done. So Tianito, that don't work with me. You can talk to me, you can say that we do this, but all what I listen is the people that run this thing, they put the money to do the jobs. My boss put millions of dollars to get 2 or 3 jobs. I had to listen to them, not to you guys. If my boss told me that I'm doing okay, that if somebody is against me, I can fire him, made me feel good and made me feel that I got appreciation, for him, that he considered me as a good worker, company man. I say that. Then I don't care what you guys say. You can say whatever you want. I'm cured for that. Everything that you say, I think about it, I pass. No problem, no fighting. You don't hurt me, okay? So that's the main thing that I do all the time with my job. A couple of inspectors, the same thing. They don't wanna deal with me. Because I say, well, who's gonna be the foreman? Me? Well, do you know what you're doing and everything? They put me in position that they don't trust me. But I had another inspector in Corona. You trust me, the point that Abuelita don't know too much because when I talk to her, she's sleeping up in the mouth.
I knew Ali would be perfect because he loves to talk.
Yes.
Yeah.
He don't stop.
And then,
Ya andan llevándose un carro, ¿verdad?
¿sí?
Sí.
Oh, no sé.
Sí, creo que el árbol.
Oh, está bueno. So, that's the main thing. But I learn who I need to listen. And I listen to the inspectors because that's the law and construction everywhere. They know what is right, what not. So I working hard to be good with inspectors and with my boss. That's it. I don't put attention in the other people, you know, they try to hurt me. They never did it. They never get to the point. Because I was cured for that kind of discrimination. But it's around, you know. Even now, lots of places. And they don't like, you know, when we come. one time my operator get real mad because
Nomás déjame preguntarte algo. ¿Hay gluten descongelado por ahí en alguna parte para pedirle ahorita a Martín?
allá a lo mejor, en aquella a lo mejor es una bolsita que tiene algunos pedazos grandes allá.
Ok. Ok. Continúa.
You made me forget.
I'm so sorry.
About the discrimination, remember?
Yeah, discrimination. Then I say I learned because I knew if I be dealing with that every job that I go, I don't gonna be suffering. I do the best I can with the people that I care. My boss, inspector, the law, OSHA law. I go by them, and then I got to stress, you know, because I respect the most important thing, not the opinions of the people. No. And lots of times I need to talk to them and trying to put it straight. One time, one driver, truck driver, drive the semi truck. He say, "Oh yeah, you know the operators right here, they give me money, a decent money. Why they don't give it to me? I'm an operator, I'm a driver. Why they don't pay me like the Mexican operators?" I say, I'm gonna ask you something, Dan. How is the pay and drivers right now in California? What is the raise? How much they get? I stay quiet. You getting in this company $1 more than the all the operators, all the drivers. You get $1 more. And then you need to ask why the operators get more. And lots of companies, they get more money. So you asking for something that is not the position to ask. You are a driver, you pay what you are getting, you pay what is decided, you know, by the state. It's not the Mexican that get you job. It's the Mexican that do different job than you. So don't put it that way because nothing is against you. It's you to put Mexicans against you. Don't work that way. So all the time dealing with them, all the time. But like I say, unfortunately, I was ready for any comment, you know, for the people. Mm-hmm. Like I told everybody, I'm cured for that. I don't care. I really don't care how you see it. And then, well, mija, you know, I take care of my family. I buy a house and then another one. But I was to be sure that I keep my family in a house. We rent an apartment once only in all those years. So the main thing for me was my family. That's what keep me alive. Keep me running, keep me working hard. Because I know that I got some crazy kids in my house waiting for me to be working.
Okay, I have 3 more questions.
Okay.
Okay, you told us a while ago about one time that the immigration people came to one of your work sites. Can you tell that story? Or
Yeah.
if you had another experience like that?
Yeah,
with ICE?
was in Palm Springs, Rancho Mirage. They sent me to do a job as a foreman. And I went over there, you know, working real good, real hot. And I changed the deal, you know. It was real hot there. We started working as soon as we got a little light. Like say 4:30 in the morning and we wanted to start getting hot. we go to the motel, and then we go in the afternoon real late to complete the 8 hours. Okay? So I moving people and everything. And one time the superintendent told me, Carlos, all you people illegal. I said, why you ask me that? You don't like people there? And he go, no. And you know, the immigration yesterday stopped in the next truck. And he had like 5 or 6 guys. I just tell you, you got people, be sure, if they come, you know, to protect them or something. Okay. And that's true. That day around 11 in the morning, start coming, you know, the trucks, the cars, the border patrol start going everywhere. And then it stop a couple guys, you know, the carpenters and everything, and they put it in the bench, you know, boom. And one time, and then, too far, one of my workers, he had papers, he got a green card, but he don't carry with him. And we was right there, don't speak English, just a little. He told me, man, oh man, he called me and he's talking with the border patrol. I say, what this guy is doing? So I went over there and said, what happened? And go, what's the problem? I got my green card, you know that, and they don't believe me. And the border patrol asked me, who are you? I'm the foreman. I'm running the job and I know the people. And I know that he got a green card. Sometimes, you know, they get my people because they don't got no papers. But this guy got papers. I see the green card before. And he look at him, I'm gonna trust you. He told me, I'm gonna trust you. And tell them the next time he need to bring the green card because if not, we're gonna take him. So they take off. And I say, oh my God, the border patrol don't know who's talking. And I don't got no papers or nothing at that time.
So then, since you didn't have papers, did you feel scared? Did you feel like you were living
Yeah,
very
sometimes,
scared all the time?
because I have my family right here and everything. They tell me to come back. Maybe gonna be a while, take me time or whatever. So yeah, I was scared in that area. But I feel kind of free. I feel good when I'm working. And thinking one time my brother-in-law, I'm working in San Dimas, and he told me, Carlos, the border patrol is coming in the truck. Go and hide. What do you mean? The border patrol is coming, run and hide. Okay, so I get out and go in the new houses and get one of the closets, you know, I stay there. And the superintendent knew that I ran. And he said, what happened with Carlos? And my brother-in-law said, well, you don't got no green card. I tell him to go and hide. And where is? In that apartment in the closet. Okay. And he comes running.
Oh my gosh.
And he, man, where are you? I'm the border patrol. Where are you? Why are you hiding? Oh man, I was scared. And it was the superintendent was joking.
Oh my gosh.
And when I opened the closet, he say, I got you. And then, you know, those things was kind of funny. But I know I was scared because what I gonna do over there? I need to find a way to come back. So, and that time I got a little scared. But when I'm working, I don't put too much attention.
And then, did you stay like updated with different immigration policies, or you kind of just like didn't?
No, well, in that time, the deal was that they amnesty, you know, to people. Reagan, you say a lot of illegal people is working in the United States, and they were working. We were gonna give you the chance first to the guys that work in farmers, you know, pick up tomato, whatever. They're the first people that gonna help. The boss need to bring a letter to the immigration department or to the guy that is working in immigration, and they're gonna get the chance to get a green card because it's really important people for the United States. And then they told me, get one of those letters. like I work in farmers. And then I get it, and they'll go through, and I get the green card. And everybody get the green card. The only girl that don't get green card is Tia Baby. Yeah, we're talking about, oh yeah, we're gonna get green cards and everything. And Tia Baby, hey, I'm gonna get a green card. No, you not get a green card. You start crying.
Oh.
Everybody gonna get a green card. Oh, it was kind of funny, but we get the green card behind. You know, I thank God because now these people, they pay like $9,000 to $10,000 for somebody to help an attorney or whatever. They pay much money to trying to get legal in the United States. So I said, well, I'm lucky. Thank God, you know, they wasn't too hard for me.
You feel like you came at a good time.
Yeah,
You had good opportunity.
yes.
Mi hermano vio dinero.
They Pity help us with the money to pay the old
Oh,
trouble.
wow. Good.
He, what you need? Well, I want to head to look for this money and everything. No, Mom, give me the money.
Okay, and then do you know the term assimilation? Like
Huh?
cultural assimilation.
I don't understand them.
It's like the way that you
¿Cómo dijiste, hija?
assimilation.
Ah, es un estímulo.
No, estímulo.
Sí, parece que es un estímulo.
Like the way you adapted in the United States with your culture
Oh,
and how
well,
that changed, like the
something
language.
that is real good for me. In California, there's the state that there's more Mexicans. So that's, you know, my race in United States. So I don't gotta change, you know, to feel out of the area. I mean, I feel in
Yeah.
because I work with lots of Mexicans. My work is what Mexican, and then no, I never feel that I don't fit the item. No,
Mhm. And then you maintained a lot of where you came from.
yeah.
That's good. I think that's it.
That's it, Nika?
Oh, one more question. What do you think is the American dream?
The American dream,
At least for you.
okay, is realize the place or what we're doing in our country is kind of hard. And a dream is, you know, to have a house, place to live, and be working and take care of the family. To me, that's the American dream. Because as the United States is the most powerful country in the world and money. They're the richest country. And saying, well, I thank God, you know, that somehow we get here because it's a blessing to me that your daddy is working in a real good position. The position that your daddy got, even me in that time, I feel that I wasn't qualified to get the position because your daddy is real good in paper and relation with inspectors and everything. In some areas, I'm gonna say that he's better than me. And then, you know, I feel real good. I feel realized in that area.
So do you feel like you accomplished your American dream?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I agree.
I think so.
High five.
No, really. Yeah, I mean, imagine, just by thinking, I retired. I retire and I get money from the Social Security. Money that they take from my check. They don't give me nothing free. I work so many years and then I get money, you know, every month. And your abuela get money too. So we're not rich, but we can pay the house and everything. If that happen in Mexico, I'm gonna have to be working somehow, even though I'm old. So I said, well, thanks to this country, I'm safe, and I got a real good medical insurance because the Social Security take care of me in that area. So no complaint, mija. No complaint. It's a blessing for me. It's a blessing for me being in this country. You know, I lot of appreciation, you know, for the country, for all the laws that help us. Yeah. No, it's definitely, you know, I realized my American dream. Yeah, mira. Y luego, you know what? I got a granddaughter in this American city.